With me now is Sana Beg, Executive Director at Doctors Without Borders Canada. Sana, thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
What is your group seeing on the ground in Gaza? What is the situation?
What we've long been seeing for the last 21 odd months of this grueling, gut-wrenching crisis that is man-made in Gaza is essentially a breakdown of a moral and legal architecture. We are seeing for over 2 years now, nearly 2 years now, a breakdown and an undermining of international humanitarian law, an increased amount of examples of the instrumentalization of aid workers and aid facilities that should be protected under the Geneva Convention repeatedly being targeted, and a complete collapse of the ecosystem that is required for a population to live a dignified, healthy life.
Now, the Israeli government has said that aid has been getting through, but gangs are stealing the food. What is the Gazan government doing to try and stop those gangs from hoarding the food that's coming in?
Look, I can tell you what we are seeing on the ground as Doctors Without Borders and what our staff are telling us. And what they're telling us is that there are deliberate actions at the hands of Israeli forces, and that they are making their intention very clear: the destruction of all Palestinian life. There are mass killings, there are displacements, and the fundamental fallacy in the discourse that we are engaging in today is that we need distractions when solutions are steps away from us as it relates to humanitarian aid. Airdrops or the Gaza Humanitarian Foundation or others have just simply been egregious distractions from solutions that are right across the border. We have trucks, hundreds of trucks waiting in line at the Rafah crossing, images that you're seeing right now, that are waiting across the border. The solution is simple. Israel needs to open the borders, allow for that aid to come in, and allow for people to meet the needs that are desperately required at this point.
What is Israel's concern? Is there a concern that weapons will come in with that aid that's there?
I think that's a question to be asking the Israeli government. I can tell you what our concerns are today from the staff that we speak to on the ground. Our concerns are that we have a lack of fuel, we have a lack of food, we have a lack of medication. We are performing surgeries without local anesthesia. We are amputating limbs without anesthesia. We do not have the required medication for post-surgery rehabilitation. We don't have fuels in our laundry machines, and hospitals are breaking down. So that means we don't have sterile equipment and clean sheets to put in the hospitals which of course are now barely functional. Those are our concerns. And for a genocide that has been live streamed today, those should be all too well clear to those that are watching this.
Now, President Trump has said he was vowing to set up food centers. Will that help, or do you think that's going to make a difference at all?
Like I said, the solutions are in broad daylight today. What we need and what we have been asking for the past 2 years now is an immediate and sustained ceasefire. What we also need is for unimpeded access for humanitarian aid organizations like ours to be able to provide for the people. Look, the numbers don't lie here. What we're seeing in our clinics today is 1 in every 4 people that are coming in, including children, are showing signs of severe acute malnutrition. We have pregnant women that are that are malnourished when they are pregnant and therefore unable to breastfeed their children. You have infants that are in their critical 100 days of life having a failure to thrive or survive because of the long-standing devastating impacts of being malnourished. Those are the facts that are on the table, and those are what are the undeniable truth here.
Okay, Sana, thank you for joining us today. We appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
Sana Beg is the Executive Director at Doctors Without Borders Canada.